Imagine us sitting on a beach at sunset, the sea whispering ancient secrets as the sun bids farewell in shades of gold and pink. You and I, like lifelong friends, are sharing a warm cup of tea as the stars begin to appear. You've come here with a heavy heart, bearing that pain that entwines the soul like a thorny vine. You love with all your being, but the echo of your affection gets lost in silence. You're not the only one. So many hearts beat to that same incomplete melody, giving themselves to those who don't return it, feeling betrayed or invisible. But listen to me. This isn't the end of your song. It's just a verse that hurts, one that invites you to dance with your own essence. This reflection is my hand extended to you, a warm whisper that says, "You're here," and that's already a miracle. You deserve a love that reflects you, not one that dims you. Let's navigate these turbulent waters together, acknowledging the pain with gentleness, unraveling its shadows with wisdom, and emerging with a hope that shines like the dawn. Because you, with your generous heart, don't need to change for someone else's indifference. You're an untouched treasure, and the world awaits you with open arms. Let's go, step by step, like friends who care for each other's souls. To open the heart and connect with what beats within, let's ask ourselves gentle questions, as if we were plucking petals from a flower in the quiet of the night. These don't seek quick answers, but invite the soul to breathe. What does it feel like when you pour your love like a rushing river and only receive scattered drops in return? It's as if the universe asks for more, but your chest has already given everything. Why does rejection pierce so deeply, like a thorn that touches the core of who you are? Science tells us that this pain lights up areas of the brain similar to those of physical suffering, making every heartbeat a vivid and stinging reminder. What happens to that inner voice that whispers you're not enough when your worth seems tied to another's affection? It's an illusion, a veil that unrequited love weaves. But beneath it, your light remains intact. These questions are like beacons in the fog, guiding us to validate what we feel without judgment. You're not alone in this tide. I'm here, and together, thousands of hearts like yours beat in solidarity. Unrequited love is like a storm that lashes the garden of the soul, leaving petals scattered and roots exposed. We give the purest of ourselves, time, dreams, vulnerability, and silence responds with an icy echo. From psychology, we know this arises from an unequal dance. One offers an ocean of emotions, while the other barely wets the shore. This asymmetry awakens insecurity, as if the heart were unbalanced on a broken scale. It's not your weakness. It's part of how we're wired, with roots in ancient patterns of connection that make us crave reciprocity. And then, self-esteem wavers, like a leaf in the wind. You might feel as if your value is measured by the affection returned, leading you to doubt your own beauty. But listen to me. This is a subtle trap that pain sets. Your essence isn't defined by another's indifference. It's an eternal fire that burns on its own. Rejection doesn't reflect your insufficiency, but the inability of that connection to flourish. Imagine your heart as a star. It doesn't stop shining because a cloud hides it. Instead, use this pain to remind yourself that you deserve a love that sees you, that celebrates you without reservations. Don't change because of the betrayal. Let it reaffirm your greatness. Because you, with your cracks and your light, are worthy of an affection that wraps you in an eternal embrace. Sometimes, the mind paints enchanted pictures, transforming the other into a perfect dream that binds us with invisible threads. It's as if the soul creates an imaginary garden where everything blooms, ignoring the real thorns. Psychology reveals why we cling. In attachment patterns that fear solitude, we seek approval like air, and every rejection feels like a questioning of our core being. The brain, in its chemical magic, releases rivers of dopamine and oxytocin when evoking that ideal image, creating a soft addiction that clouds reality. We turn the other into a mirror of our deepest longings, not who they truly are. Understanding this is like lighting a candle in the darkness. It's not your fault to fall into that net. It's human, an echo of how we evolved to connect. But recognizing it sets you free. Ask yourself with sweetness, am I loving an idealized shadow or the person as they are? By letting go of that fantasy, like dry leaves in autumn, you create space for a real love, one that doesn't demand pedestals or masks. Don't blame yourself for having dreamed. Celebrate that your heart is capable of such depth. This unrequited love doesn't break you. It awakens you to the truth that you deserve reciprocity, not crumbs wrapped in illusions. You are a living poem, and your story deserves authentic verses. In the silence of broken nights, the soul whispers truths that the noise of blind love drowned out. Unreturned loves hurt like roots stretching in search of water. But in that stretching, they grow stronger and deeper. Every tear is a drop that waters the inner garden, teaching us resilience, like a tree that bends before the wind but doesn't break. We learn empathy, feeling in our own flesh the pulse of others' suffering, becoming softer, more connected to the human tapestry. And at the center, we find authenticity. Betrayal doesn't change us. It reminds us that our light is innate, that we must nurture it first in ourselves. Imagine this pain as a tight bud. The squeeze hurts, but it's what allows the wings to unfold. Science shows us that experiences like this forge new neural pathways, strengthening our capacity to overcome adversities. It's not just survival, it's transformation. Use this chapter to elevate yourself. Your heart, wounded but brave, emerges with a wisdom that illuminates paths. Because the great love, the one that corresponds to you, requires a tempered soul, and this fire prepares you to receive it with grace. Embrace the lessons. You're not a victim of unrequited love. You're its brightest student. Now, let's turn our gaze toward you, as if looking in a mirror with eyes of infinite tenderness. Self-love is the nest where the heart curls up, the beginning of a story that depends on no one else. Don't let another's absence eclipse your own affection. Remind yourself every dawn that you are a complete universe, deserving of respect and sweetness. Psychology teaches us that treating yourself with the gentleness you'd give a dear friend rebuilds what rejection eroded. To cultivate this inner garden, try gentle practices that envelop you like a warm blanket. Remember your value like a whispered mantra. You are enough, just as you bloom now. Treat yourself with the same warmth you'd offer someone in pain. Your dignity is yours, unbreakable. Practice self-compassion. Allow emotions to flow freely. Don't punish yourself for crying. Speak to yourself with kindness, like a mother rocking her child. Science confirms that this gentleness reduces the inner whirlwind, calming the soul's waves. Set boundaries like walls of flowers. If contact hurts, step away with grace. Reduce glances at their digital shadows. Focus on your light. This disconnection breaks obsessive cycles, freeing energy for you. These seeds, planted with patience, will sprout into a self-love that sustains you. You are your best ally, and in that inner embrace, you find the strength to fly. Healing is like walking a wooded path at dawn. It takes time, but each step reveals more beauty. There's no rush, only loving presence. Begin by accepting reality like a flowing river. Clinging to what cannot be only stirs the waters. Letting go is freedom, opening doors to the new. Feel the pain in its fullness. Cry, get angry. Validating it is the balm that dissolves it. Seek your network of stars. Share with trusted souls who listen without judging. Talking lightens the load, reminding you that you don't sail alone. Care for your temple. Sleep deeply. Nourish your body with foods that vibrate with life. Move your soul with walks that breathe fresh air. These simple routines uplift the spirit, like roots that strengthen. Launch your energy toward new horizons. Learn an art that sings to you. Travel to corners that awaken curiosity. Reclaim forgotten passions. These adventures reorder the heart, weaving fresh joy. Dedicate moments to silence. Meditate like a whisper to the wind. Write your thoughts like liberated poems. Mindfulness, backed by science, quiets addictive thoughts, returning perspective to you. Each step is an act of courage. Peace comes when you stop battling reality and build bridges toward the possible. With time, the pain becomes a distant echo, and you, renewed, shine with greater intensity. At the close of our chat, close your eyes and feel the pulse of your heart. It beats with a strength no rejection can extinguish. You deserve the best, a love that elevates you, not one that confines you. Imagine a rainbow after the rain. Even this unrequited love has its prism of colors, promising luminous days. Ask yourself with an open soul, will you let a betrayal dim your essence, or use it to reaffirm your radiant light? Will you allow the pain to steal your smile, or build a tomorrow woven with self-love and unexpected wonders? You're not broken for feeling. You're human, deep, alive. Each step toward yourself is pure courage. You deserve a reciprocal affection, one that inspires you like a perfect verse. Be patient. Time lightens the load, revealing clarity. The path continues, and within you burns an unquenchable hope. This unreturned love is ephemeral, but the strength you forge is eternal. Take it as a stepping stone that lifts you toward a true love. Care for yourself with devotion, and remember, the sun always rises anew after the darkest night. You don't just survive, you flourish, beautiful and eternal. As we wrap up this heartfelt journey together, remember that your unrequited love doesn't define you. It refines you. You've poured your soul into caring deeply, and that courage is a beacon of strength. Embrace the hope within. Better loves await those who heal with grace, loving themselves first. You're worthy, resilient, and ready to bloom anew. Thank you for watching. You've been listening to Lilith Sanctum. Until next time.